Coach, how big was it to play so many players today and get a lot of guys experiencing a game like this?
Well, it was big. You know, it helps your locker room, it helps your practice field. And I think we played, 44 guys today, which is 4 deep. And, that for guys, especially the guys that's their first action ever, to kind of show them what it's like, so that was the first effort. And it was a great start for us, but that's exactly what it was, a start.
When you get in the third and fourth quarter, how hungry are you for that shutout? And can you feel it from those guys when those third and fourth stringers, how much do they want that shutout?
Yeah, the whole sideline wanted it. That's a big deal. Those don't happen very often. And to be able to do that, and for our guys that haven't repped as much and things of that nature to go in and stop people, that's a big deal. And again, a start.
You talked a lot about being situational and having success in those areas. Third down, obviously today, big for y'all. What stood out to you about that, and just how much positive momentum can you get from that?
I think overall there was good execution on third and fourth down. The ones that they converted, we had a bust on, and that's no disrespect or discredit to them, because I respect everybody we play. But that's certainly a stride of improvement, and it's a step in the right direction. And again, it's a start.
And how do you balance? You talk about playing 44 guys, getting confidence, those kinds of things. How do you balance that against the fact that you played an outmanned opponent? You don't want a ton about what you might be eventually facing, but you did get some good things. How do you balance those two things out?
The tape tells the story. We respect every opponent. We certainly respect them, but we play who's on our schedule. And it worked out today where we could play a lot of guys, and that's a wonderful thing for us. And like I said, it helps the locker room, it helps the practice field, it helps the program down the road. So it's a lot of good came out of it.
What did you think of your linebacker corps this Saturday? Obviously, it's a bunch of new guys. You played, 6, 7 new guys out there?
At least. Yeah, we played everybody that was ready.
What was your expectation going into this week, and did they live up to it?
They did a good job. And like I said, there were a bunch of different combinations in there. And we tried to keep one experienced guy in with the guys that didn't have as much experience until the last quarter. And then we did better. Those game reps are like gold. They're valuable. And, again, I thought they did a nice job, and we got a long way to go.
Brent was talking about the...
Who?
Brent.
Okay, I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I know who he is. I just couldn't hear you.
Yes, he was talking about the cohesion of this defense, and it's starting to form going into year 2 of the system. Can you start to? I know it's only one game in, sure. Can you start to see that?
Yeah, certainly you can. Year 2 in a system has to be better than year 1, and you were starting to feel that, and then you have a little success, and then it just, hopefully it snowballs. But again, we've got to get a lot better before next week, and that'll be a big challenge for us this week.
Ted, how was it when you did give up a big play? Your defense rallied. First of all, you rallied, you made the tackle.
Yeah. I'm glad you saw that, because Billy Bowman deserves a lot of credit for that. He ran him down. We had a bust, and he ran him down, and they had a 47-yard gain, but it didn't result in points.
Then your defense, came through and forced the field goal. They didn't make it, so it turned out to be a big series.
Yeah, it was. That's over the course of my career, when opponents have big plays and you run them down and you give yourself a chance to play another snap of defense. You always got a chance, and that'll be certainly a great teaching point, and appreciate Billy's effort to get that done to allow us to go continue to play defense.
I'm going to follow that up with, because it looked like Justin Harrington was actually getting chewed out after that play by Coach Venables, but that play notwithstanding, how did you think his performance was? And obviously from last year to this year, how big of a growth and a jump has he made?
Yeah, you're right. He's been around here a while, but this was his first start. This is his first time he started a football game. And there's, as coaches, we want everything to be perfect right now, all the time, every day, and it's not. And at the same time, yeah, when you make mistakes, how do you respond from it? And he owned it, he responded, and I'm proud of Justin and the growth that's occurred not only on the field but off the field as well. So, and he's going to do nothing but continue to work to get better because that's who he is.
Do you feel confident with where the cheetah position is right now? Because it's such a crucial position for you guys as a defense.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
And how do you feel like you guys
I think we did a pretty good job. I think they averaged a little over 2 yards a carry, and a couple times quarterback scrambles, resulted in some yardage for them. So that added to it. But overall, I thought we fit well and we tackled well in the box today.
You practice it all the time, but the takeaway, how big was that? Just a strip? That was
it's huge. Yeah, I mean that's the only one we had today.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. And it put our offense on a short field. And again, football has been, before I was born, has been a game of field position, and after I die, it will still be a game of field position. So field position is critical. Anytime you take the ball away, and our offense was able to convert, and it's a good thing. All right.